Hello, good evening in Tallinn Black Nights Film Festival, and we continue our journey in Fest Feature competition. And Sunday 9th, world premiere from Belgium. Director is Kat Steppe, and this film today is represented by producer Sofie.
Yes.
She came from Belgium. Hello, Sophie.
Hello.
Welcome to Tallinn.
Thank you so much for having us.
So, how would you introduce Kat as a filmmaker, as a producer?
Now,
From
we know Kat already from a few years actually. At Panenka, she was one of the first directors we started with to work with. Panenka exists now for 10 years, and we made a documentary with her, A Matter of Luck, A Matter of Happiness, and then afterwards we made Taboo. So we had a lot of experience working with her, and then she told us she wanted to make a fiction film, and as Panenka it would be our first feature film. But because it's Kat and we had a great experience working with her, it's something we really wanted to do, especially because she had a great idea of working with fiction elements, with a fiction film with documentary elements or some real elements in it, and it was something really great to as a starting point for a film.
Yeah, you mentioned that Kat is already established documentary filmmaker.
Indeed.
She did some very widely seen TV miniseries like The Vatican, Food for Thoughts. But from your observations, how it is different for documentary filmmaker to go on a fiction set?
Yes, of
or
course.
challenges.
It's challenging, of course. It's her first time shooting a fiction film, and I know that she thinks it's really important to have the real elements in it because it has a direct impact on someone. So that's what she really wanted to take with it. But then fiction is something. It's more slowly working with actors. The impact is more slowly, and you get another. It crawls under your skin. You get another sense of looking at something, and it's also when she wrote it, it was not something that would happen. It was something that would be predicted that would happen. So it's something different, and now she could imagine things that would happen. So writing the script already was something new, but I think it went very well. We took a lot of time developing the script, but when developing the script, she also wanted to have this real element in it because, for example, she did voluntary work at a care home to have the real experiences that she had there to incorporate in her script and to have her actors like based on true people, and that's what the real intensity and the realness is also in the fiction scripts.
So you were telling that Kat went to work as a caregiver, as a volunteer.
In a care home.
Yeah, but to research this film and to prepare and to gain more experience in this.
In writing, yes, and to have this real element also in the fictional story, and also with her actors. We went several times to the care home where we went to shoot the film, and also the actors, they went several times to meet the people we would work with, the real people we would work with, so that they would get to know them and everyone would feel comfortable. And that's something really special that Kat's, especially her realness and her empathic touch in a fiction film that she brings with her. And then, of course, you when you go filming in a care home, you can bring a crane and a lot of camera and travels and a lot of light, so you need to be a small camera crew, so that's why also her camera or her visual style is quite registrating, so not really lots of travels, etc. So that's like a little bit like documentary registrating a lot, also the visual style. But then we, of course, in the fiction film, we also have some scenes that we shot in Ireland. That's where also it's in Ashil Island, where the Banshees of Inisherin also was shot, to have, of course, a lot of beautiful and extra shots. That's a fiction film would need.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Sophie, Sunday Night was shot on real location, in real place, in real facility. Was it, how difficult or easy was to convince them, the people to participate in the film? Or you tried several options?
Yeah, the people in we also went to shoot an episode of Taboo in that specific care home, and they knew Kat already, and they know she's really empathic and she's really honest, and they knew her work, so the care home people. But also she went several times to research, and so they were really convinced that it would be with a lot of respect, and that's really important. And then it was just a matter of talking with the people, and the most of the people could give their permission themselves, or if they were too ill in the Alzheimer's disease, it would be their family or their legal guardians that would give the permission. But that wasn't a struggle at all, because I hope we've done it with a lot of respect and empathy, and it was a really good collaboration, and we still hear each other like every month to hear about how the film is going and how the people are going. So we still have a good relationship, and it wasn't it was a pleasure to work with them.
And in pre-production, did you try to or Kat to leave a camera to these people in care home?
To leave her camera?
Just to leave camera, to adapt them to feel easier.
No.
Film camera.
No.
No.
She didn't need to do that, I think.
Yeah, because I know some directors using this method. They giving camera to in hospital or in caregiving facility. They just play, we adapt to a camera, and when filming comes, it takes much more easier.
After a while, the people that worked there were a little bit used to us, and we tried to not take too much place and to be very calm, because you have to be very respectful at such a place. And I think people were used to it, so we didn't need to leave the camera behind with them, so we could always be there. So that was no problem. And also she had, for example, something, not really a question, but she wrote a biography or something about every person that was a real person but would be interviewed or participating in the film. So one of the habitants in the care home, she wrote a biography of them, just that the crew also know, okay, this is this person and she likes this and she doesn't like that. So that everyone knows how to deal with the people, and we really treated them like actors. And
so let's talk about real actors in this film. And firstly, what we were surprised in selection of Sunday Night, Peter van den Begin. He was just our guest last year. With walking, with Weeping Walk, a comedy. And I always see Peter as a comedical actor. We know him as a king of the Belgians.
Indeed.
And now Kat decided to cast him in completely opposite role.
Yeah, but Peter van den Begin is a very great actor, very known also in Belgium, and I think he can handle lots of roles. But also, I know Kat thinks it's really important to have this light and humoristic sense also in this film, because it's about Alzheimer's disease, but that doesn't mean it has to be too dark or too heavy. She wanted some lightness in it and a lot of humor. So some of the dialogues are a little bit lighter, and it's also quite often the case in the role of Peter van den Begin, Franz, and there's also that humoristic touch that we know, that you know from him. Yeah.
But he is involved sometimes in very violent situations.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah.
And how Kat prepared both actors, Paul and Peter, she used some rehearsals, or she left them to surprise themselves?
No. Actually, for example, Josse de Pauw, who plays the role of Horst, he went several times to the care home without shooting yet. So some preparation days to get to meet the people who live there and to already start preparing his role. And also because he needed to be a person with Alzheimer's disease, he had to get to know how to act, and that was a good way to prepare, I think.
And from production side for you, Sophie, what was the biggest challenge of Sunday night?
Biggest challenge. We had some. No, I don't know. Maybe it was when all of a sudden Kat wanted to have this landscape in Ireland, and then we thought, okay, will we have enough money, because the film wasn't really finalized qua financing at that time. But then we asked for another fund, which we eventually got, and then it was possible to go to Ireland to have those extra scenes, which are really beautiful, we think, and a good idea also, because for her, the scenes in Ireland at that time, the character Horst, that's where she thinks that someone can be when he's not really present at the moment, that in his head he's something really where there's a lot of freedom, and that's where she thinks, or she believes, that the person can be when he's in his head. Yeah.
And how many days did you shoot?
It was 36 days. We had a little more days in the documentary, a little bit more time than a regular shooting period in the documentary stage of the film, because we wanted enough time to register and to let things happen.
And you as producer, or Kat as director, did you had a chance to see American film Familiar Touch, which premiered in Venice last year?
I didn't. Maybe Kat, she did. She probably did. I didn't.
Yeah, because it's kind of it goes similar way of challenges, and they also has initiated a shoot in real location, in real with real people.
That's great. And maybe Kat, she did.
Yeah. So, Sophie, thank you for bringing Sunday night to Tallinn for world premiere.
Thank you so much.
We wish all the best luck and warmness from Tallinn to Kat.
Okay.
And I hope tonight's applauses in Tallinn will be heard as well in Belgium.
Great.
And with uplifting mood.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for bringing your film here.
We're happy to be here. Thank you.